What's up, party people?
Yes, this is episode 28, the season finale.
Our season finale. We have reviewed 27 songs, and this is our 28th.
So, this is Ron's pick. We're going to end the season with this one. So
Indeed. So, first of all, guys, this is episode 28. I just want to take the time to thank you, for watching with us. And as for our finale, we have All Falls Down by Kanye West featuring Syleena Johnson from the album College Dropout from 2004. I used to love Kanye.
Pre-Kardashian
Kanye. I love the old Kanye. Yeah. Alright, guys. College Dropout by Kanye West. Is this track original? If so, how? I will tell you, I really find this track original just because of Kanye's social commentary about the education system. I thought it was really well put together in a very intelligent fashion on some part. And then after that, after delivering 3, 4, 5, 6, 8 hot bars of like really deep intellectual stuff, Kanye's gonna come and say something about like how much money does he have, or how much like his watch costs money. But still, if you pay attention, there's a strong message in there, and for that reason, I give it a 4. Number 4.
Yeah, as far as originality, the College Dropout, that album, for
Great
originality, that album will get a 5, But now we're talking about that song.
The track.
Yeah, All Falls Down.
Track.
To me, it was a nice song about the flaws of our society, the money-driven society that we live in nowadays.
Indeed, party people.
And it's that's why I love the reference to "this is what marked me most." But to me, it's not that was one of the weakest songs of the album.
Oh, weakest song?
Yeah.
Okay.
So to me, I just came up with a 3 for that.
3. That's okay. That I feel that's a little
originality. The video, Stacey Dash, wow, magnificent in the video, but 3.
Okay. I feel you. Delivery, which consists of lyrics
and flow.
I'm just going to go right away and tell you that I give it a 4.5. Okay?
Damn.
I give it a 4.5.
That's high.
Yes, because there are some very interesting, I would say, rhythmic patterns, but also lyrics. It's not a 5 because of Kanye's inconsistencies, and I would kind of like want to say bipolarism lyrically, okay, which I've mentioned in the originality. Man, I promise, I'm so self-conscious. That's why you always see me with at least one of my watches. Rollies and Pashas done drove me crazy. I can't even pronounce nothing past the Versace. And it's because of
and you
verses
give it a 4.5.
like that. Because
that's pretty generous.
That was the reason why it did not get a 5. Okay, it's strong, but it totally clashes with the message.
Oh, that's too high, man. That's too high.
But still, like in this song, like he tackles a lot of topics: education, consumerism, self-value. Okay, and again, it's these like little outbursts of Kanyeism that tend to pull him down. 4.5.
Me.
My quotables, courtesy of Genius.com.
Me, not one at his best at all. The lyrics subject is really good, but damn, 4.5. You know, I give it a 3.5 and I'm still thinking if it's too much.
What?
As a hip hop quotable for that, that's the best part. We shine because they hate us, floss cause they degrade us.
Yeah.
We trying to buy back our 40 acres, and for that paper, look how low we'll stoop. Even you in the bench, you're still in the coop. Yo, that was the best part of the song, and then
but 3.5
you went to the Kanye
shenanigans. Again, like the Kanye shenanigans.
Shenanigans, that's the word I was looking, you know. But just these 4 bars, he could have built something more.
There is so much. You know, like when he said, like, we try and buy
our 40 acres back.
Because when at the birth of slavery, every slave was promised 40 acres and a mule, which
that's how Spike Lee named his company.
Exactly, 40 acres and a mule. Again, like, there is so much. If you analyze this word by word, there's so much going on, but then he has to tell you how much his watch blinks.
That's why that word was inconsistent, you know. And when he says we shine because they hate us, floss because they degrade us, it's sad to hear that.
Yeah,
that's the mentality in America, you know.
In the States, in Canada, we good.
Yeah,
we good.
But and for that paper, look how low we'll stoop. So he's talking about maybe himself too. Yeah, the ideas that does certain things just to get up in it.
But even, in the song, he goes, even me too. I'm part of this.
And even in the bench, you're still in the coop, you know. So it's hard, you know. So I came up with a 3.5, you know.
Damn, man, you are harsh. Today you are harsh.
No.
Yes, you is.
They're the songs on that album. That's the for production beat.
For production and beat.
Let me hit that.
Oh, you wanna hit it?
Yeah.
Alright, you hit it.
It was okay. Kanye's has way better beats than this one.
Okay, I agree.
It contains 3 samples. Yes, the great Lauryn Hill in 2002, The Mystery of Iniquity. That was a great song by Lauryn that people didn't understand. But, and then he sampled Real by the B.I.G. from 95 and his own song, Wow, Kanye West and GLC. But it was so simple and so, I don't know, something was annoying. And the voice of Lauryn Hill, it wasn't even heard because they couldn't clear the sample. They had issues, so that's why they brought in Syleena Johnson. At first, it was supposed to be Lauryn's voice, and I don't know, maybe because I was used with Lauryn's voice and Syleena, I found it. I give it a 3.
Okay. So, harsh, stingy, perhaps. As for me, production, beat. So, Kanye was a producer before he was a rapper. Okay, I always found that he's a good rapper, yes, but I always found that he was a better producer from my point of view. Okay, and the way that he used that uncleared Lauryn Hill sample was really genius, I find. Because still, the album came out in 2004, I believe, right?
Yeah.
But the sample is from 2002.
Yeah.
So I think Kanye's kind of like still making Lauryn Hill relevant by using a sample, which is a hook, is the hook, right?
And at that time, Lauryn wasn't perceived as the same because everybody was expecting a sophomore of the miseducation of Miss Hill, you know. She came out with
an unplugged album. Lauryn Hill
spiritual profile, you know. It was good. You have to understand.
But it was good when you understand
it. But for whites to America, they were like, "What the hell is this?"
But even like I bought the album, listened to it the first time,
and I saw it live.
Like,
you know,
what's up with that? Me too. I bought like the whole. It was like the DVD came with the DVD. You know? And when I watched it live, I was like, oh, I get it. You know, and I still mess with it.
Yeah,
I still
me too. I still rock it, but
it's
at first I was
strong,
like, "That's not what I
strong.
expected." You know, it's like, oh, okay.
It's lyrically strong, very intelligent, and I like the fact that she doesn't take any bullshit.
Yeah.
You know, she doesn't take any bullshit from no one. But again, that's not a Lauryn Hill review. We will probably do another time. So, the instrumental is dope. However, remains on the simple side. Okay, nice usage of the sample. But it's still groovy. You know, it's still groovy. It has this classic feel to it that I think that could appeal to the boom bap and the trap generation. So for that reason, production wise, I give it a 4.
Okay, fair enough. You know, I'm gonna go to the next part: relevance and longevity. As far as relevance, longevity, lyrically, all falls down. It examined the insecurity and self-consciousness within our society, and mostly with the black community. You know, these are flaws, sadly flaws. You know,
of course.
And now these characteristics pertain to the economic materialism that we live in. You know, and we embodiment. And for that, it's so relevant for that part, you know. But to me, that's it. Those longevity, I don't think it will last. The song overall, you know, because of the Kanye shenanigans, maybe. So I don't think it's gonna.
I think, you know what.
This one that doesn't have the same strength as the others, and also for as relevance, it peaked on number 7 on the US Billboard 100. First top 10 in the USA. You know, the song was nominated as Best Rap Collaboration at the 47 Grammys Viewers' Choice Award in the 2004 BET. Okay. You know, so for that reason, I give it a 3.
Oh, so it went an award. It went some award. Billboard, Grammy, BET.
No, it was nominated. I didn't say they win. So even though Grammys, since when Grammys know what's good?
You know,
Grammys, they nominate shit.
I'll tell you one thing. If Kanye came from Queensbridge, I'll
no,
bet you he would have had a few other points.
The Grammys is like the Oscars, you know. They could nominate you, you never win, you know. So to me, that's not a reason you charted the Billboard. 40 years of hip hop with 1,000 songs, you may chart. That doesn't mean a thing, you know.
If you charted, good for you.
Yeah.
But it's not. I mean, like it does have some weight.
Yes.
But it's not just because you're on the chart doesn't mean that we'll put you on.
That's why. So, and what about you?
Well, as for me, relevance and longevity. So after 16 years, I think that this track is still banging.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
I never felt this track. I don't know why.
I think that even the social commentary about the education system, the self-critique about oneself, and observation on capitalism is totally current. I find that, you know what, as we're immigrants, you know, our parents are Haitian, and education was just pushed upon us regardless, okay? And I think that as an educator, I believe that there are very, very different types of way to learn. And just because I've seen some people who went to university and are doing nothing with their lives, or like working at some call center job, and I know people
they have no direction. They have no direction.
You know, I've seen some people who quit high school and yet are doing very well for themselves. Yes. What I mean by now is it's good to show, and this is what Kanye is showing with the album College Dropout, that there's not only one way.
Yeah, in one way, that's true.
Okay, and for that, I think be on the strength of that message, I give it a 5.
Damn, you know.
Call me figuritis.
You see?
I got the 5. I got 5. That's right.
Okay.
Alright, that's right.
So I don't want
well-deserved 5.
I don't want you to hear you when I'm gonna give up my 5 soon. So
we'll see.
Impact. that's where it was. He got his strongest points for me.
Okay.
At Impact, you know, third single of the classic album, The College Dropout. All songs from this album will have an impact in the history of rap. Either you like it or not, like me, it still will have an impact, even if it's one of the songs that I dislike out of this album. But it's a reference to the post-millennium new rap era that albums brought us to, you know? And that song was so impactful. It was sampled in 5 songs, covered 4 times. This version is a remix because they couldn't clear the rights for the Lawrence sample. Yeah. And they invited Syleena, like I said, to sing the part. But it's considered...
Which we never saw again. We never saw it.
It was leaked on the internet, the original version with Lauren Hill.
Oh, okay.
I heard it, you know?
I've never heard it.
This is considered a remix, but on the album they didn't write remix, you know? Because the original was... Maybe it's because I heard the original, I don't know. But impactful wise, the content, part of the content is really great, but Kanye sometimes he discredit everything by saying other things. So I give it a 4.
Okay. I feel you. As for me, impact wise,
just to say, Kanye, don't get me wrong, I love your musical genius, but sometimes lyrically it's
Kanye tends to put his foot in his mouth. You know. Alright, so for me, impact wise, the track charted on the Billboard, which you've covered. As I'm doing some research, and this is something that I always do, I'm going to go on Spotify, Tidal, Apple Music, and if I look at an artist, I will see what track do they have, because they always have like kind of like a best of, you know, and consistently that song was everywhere. In all of the Kanye West greatest hits, that song is there, and I can see why. I can see why. I do agree to some extent with my main man G Money here. The production was, I would say, it was good. It was a good beat, but it was on the simple side. And because of Kanye's lyrical contradictions, he kind of lost point. You know, he lost momentum. So, for this reason, impact-wise, you know, we match. So it's another 4 for 4. You know, we both gave it a 4. And I think it's a well-deserved 4. Okay. And now for our little recap. Okay, a little recap. I started Originality. I hit my man Kanye with a 4 for Originality. And you?
I went up with a straight up 3.
Of course. Delivery, which consists of lyrics and flow. My man Yeezy deserved a 4.5, got a 4.5.
That's crazy. I give it a 3.5, and I'm just thinking of changing my 3.5 to something else. You know?
Yeah, because, you know, because it's simple. Because Kanye is from Queensbridge. You know? Production and beat. A great beat, a little on the simple side. I really like they did with the fake Lauryn Hill sample. So for that, I gave it a 4. And my main man,
you know, I was generous. I gave it a 3. It was supposed to be 2.5, you know, because that's the worst of Kanye's beat, you know, production skills. So straight up
Relevance. Is that still relevant? Longevity, you know, it's almost like 16 years old. I think that the song, because of its social commentary, is as strong, if not more. So after 16 years, still bangs. I give it a 5.
I give it barely a 3.
Because he's not from Queensbridge.
I was generous. Molo G was talking, hip hop purist, you know.
Impact. As you've underlined, the track charted, was nominated Academy Awards and BET Awards. For that reason, I give it a 4.
I went up with a 4. That's the only thing we matched today. You know?
Alright, party people. As for me, all of my combined points go up to 21.5 on 25.
Damn.
For a 86% for an above the cloud status.
Damn. Above the cloud. That's
above the cloud, man.
Well, I think he got the flu, man. You know, didn't get his flu shot. That's what I think. He's me. I came out with a 16.5, and I was pretty generous on this one. So he gave me a 66%. We got the props.
Oh man! And again, I'm telling you, if my man Kanye was from QB, I think there would have been at least 2 5s in there.
That's nothing to do, Kanye. On that album, College Dropout, he had better songs. So, people, that was the last of season 1.
That's right. That's right.
We need your comments.
Episode finale.
We need your comments. How the season went.
What did you like? What did you dislike? You know.
That's true.
Actually, for me, I think like one of the funniest moments for me was when we were reviewing Cardi B, and you just lost it and walked out. That was just genius.
Well, that was the selection. People don't get me. It wasn't the hip hop purist.
Oh, like you don't want some Cardi B.
You know,
like you don't want some Cardi. Come on.
Remember, we had 2 classic songs.
Come on.
2 classic songs we had. You know, so I want
How about
your review.
What was your best moment of season 1?
Self-destruction.
Oh, okay.
MC Light. You know, so.
I feel you.
So, people, I wish you a good break. We're going to be on break for a while, you know.
We will be on a hiatus, summer hiatus. And for that, we are going to be back with season 2. Yes. So, party people, subscribe, like, and share with your friends. Click on the bell so that you get a notification each time we post new content.
For all 28 episodes, Wikipedia.com,
RatioMusic.com,
Discog.com, Genius.com, WhoSampled.com. Thanks for the reference and information we missed. And
that's right. This is Mr. Running the G-Man.
Party people, we out.
Peace, and we out of here.
Yeah.
Summer hiatus. We'll be back next year with more content. Holla if you hear me. Holla.
Holla.